We are going to talk about a movie.
This is gonna be a disaster.
It was one of the best movies of the year.
It's gonna go so well. Probably one of the last movies I would ever want to see in a theater. What is going on, everybody? Taylor here.
And Jacob?
And we are about to talk about a movie that I enjoyed the frickin' heck out of. I didn't know anything about this movie going into it, other than the fact that Antonio Banderas is in it. That is all I knew about this. Did you know anything else about it?
All I knew that, Antonio Banderas was in it, and from Rachel, it was amazing.
Yeah.
That were the two things I knew about it.
That was our base knowledge
Yep.
going into this movie. You made a joke in the car.
Yeah. So going to the because we were invited to go see it, and in the car I joked, it's probably some black and white foreign film
In a different language.
foreign film in a different language that's going to be depressing as all hell. And which was when we were going there, the last movie we wanted to see.
Yeah.
Like, we were just not in the mood for that type of movie.
We get into the theater. We're talking about Pain and Glory.
Yes.
Just in case that was not clear. We get into the theater, the credits start rolling, and the credits are in Spanish.
Yep.
And I looked at him and I was like, all right. This is gonna be fun. And as someone who personally loves foreign films, like I love Spanish films, and you and I both love subtitles on everything.
Yes.
So
as someone who walked into this movie not wanting to see a foreign film, really not being in the mood for something that was a little bit depressing, I walked out thinking this is one of the best movies of the year.
Oh, this is my top 3.
And I loved this movie so much.
So good. To me, there's so much to love about this movie. First of all, I want to say that the way that this story was told, once you get to the end of it, is brilliant.
Oh, absolutely brilliant.
Because you did not see it coming.
Yeah.
At least I didn't at all.
It has one of the better twist endings. I wouldn't really call it a twist. It's a nice realization moment.
Yeah, where you're like, oh, that's really cool.
It really plays with your understanding of film language.
Oh, absolutely.
And
so to give you a little context, Antonio Banderas plays a filmmaker / retired actor.
Yes.
/
depressing alcoholic.
Yeah. Guy who's a little down on his life towards the second half of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really loved about this film, and we talked about this after we walked out of the movie, was it deals with really, really tough, real-world issues while still using the beautiful color palettes that you see in Spanish film. It really paid homage to the culture that a lot of people recognize as having those really great, vibrant, bright colors that are all really present throughout the whole movie, while still just giving you these heart-wrenching moments.
There's moments in this film where Antonio Banderas is at his lowest point, but the screen is just bright and colourful. And it's a really, really interesting contrast to the emotion you're feeling, but what you're seeing. And I really loved that. I think this is an excellently directed film.
Oh, yeah.
I think Antonio Banderas gives the absolute performance of his career.
Best I've ever seen him.
I've never seen him this good. And I think it is incredibly well written, and the emotional gut punches that come into the movie come at the right time. Yes. They are adjusted. They are a huge gut punches. I think the film does a really good job of explaining some of the little nuance moments that come up. So there's things that you could say were convenient.
Yeah.
And I think the film does a really good job explaining why they're not convenient. That, no, this actually happens.
Well,
there's a reason this happens.
I like to look at moments like that in film and go, people look at it and say, oh, that's convenient that it would just happen that way in a film. But I look at my own life, and some of the things that actually happen, you look at it and you go, no, things like that just pop up in your life sometimes, where the timing just happens.
Like there's one that maybe you can push at it. There's the other two though, I think work. There's a few that happen in the film. There's one that is explained incredibly well. There's another one that's a little like Okay, I can see where maybe, but hey, you go with it because it works. The emotional moment in the film is worth it.
I think it warrants it.
Yes.
Like the emotional payoff that you get from it, you're just like, yeah. Right.
And it is a brilliant moment in the film because you just get this. You get this reveal, and it's a really. I liked that. In this moment, that is a. Without spoiling, I'm trying not to spoil. In this moment that has like terror, you feel terror, but at the same time you don't.
Yeah.
Like you're on the edge of your seat, going. This could go real dark real quick, but
it does a really good job with handling emotions.
Yeah,
it really does, and not only that, it gives you those moments where you really feel it. You feel how devastating a lot of the things in the movie is, but with that, it's a really funny movie too.
Oh yeah, it is very funny.
The comedy in it works so well.
Yep.
The tone that they strike with this movie is exactly what it needs to be.
Yep.
To me, I just walked out feeling like I had seen a piece of art.
Mm.
But not in the sense that it's pretentious or like, you know what I mean? It was just beautiful.
Yeah.
It was just something, it was a beautiful journey that we went on with this person at this point in his life. They did a really good job of picking a point
in someone's life.
In his life. And they brought you enough about his past to where you understood where he ended up, but they didn't get lost in trying to show you those things. You were very much focused on this point in his life. You understood why he was feeling what he was. You really cared about all the characters in his life too.
Yes, definitely.
Like, the whole
I just think the whole film did a really great job of showing who this man was, why we should care.
Yeah.
And like I really cared about him. I thought he was a really good character, and I really did care, and I wanted to see where the story went.
I agree. And for a movie that has been we've heard it got a lot of hype, but we still knew nothing about it going in. But to me, clearly the hype is very deserved, and I hope it continues to get a lot of love, because this quickly went from a movie that I probably wouldn't have seen to being top 3 for me. Yeah. Honestly, it's one of the best movies I've seen this year, and I can't say enough good things about this movie, but I don't want to spoil this movie. No, is the problem, because I could just deep dive into.
There's things that happen that we don't want to ruin, because if it loses some of its charm. It's one of those things where if you find out, it's not going to ruin the movie.
No,
but it loses that thing. It loses that little charm, because it's kind of like there's a charming reveal, and you're like, and it's not like a mind blower, but it's just it's a nice little moment.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. But if you guys haven't seen this film, please go check it out. If it's playing anywhere near you. I promise you, it's really, really worth it, especially if you're a big fan of foreign film. Mm-hmm. It's one of the best I've seen in a long time. So please give it some love. Please leave your thoughts in the comments if you have seen it. We'd love to hear from you guys and talk about this movie with everybody else. And with that, I think all that's left is to point down to the socials down below. Yep. All of our social medias are down there as usual. Our Letterboxd accounts are down there if you want to see what movies we've been watching. And I think that about wraps it up. Hopefully we'll have some more videos coming for you soon. We've been trying to get back into the swing of getting videos out regularly. So thank you for being patient with us. You guys are seriously the best, and we will see you next time.